small, just break the thing down, small,
no
follow for their body. All right. Of course, election matter, at this point now, where they don't call results finish, at the end of the day, now, tribunal season now with the enter. People they run, they go court based on say I agree or I not agree. So I believe say within the next 1 or 2 days, or even before we reach that kind next week, Tori will come back to waiting Nigerians they deal with before this election come day inside their front. Now make NLC now don't rise up say, oh yeah, this matter of say. Everybody don't talk, say make money enter inside. Supreme Court don't talk their own. As a matter of fact, even CBN don't agree, say make money enter. But still, Nigerians never they see this money to the point that they get to say, we give una, draw na ear, better warning for 7 days, say make we enter inside and we no go agree waka. Before we come, they see say CBN they shake. You feel say NLC go, or you feel say CBN go fix, live up to the expectations before the end of that?
Sake of say, he has done, it's a good thing. CBN, we don't talk, say they don't get the ability to print the kind of currency we need. But given, say, NLC, now people will be say, suppose joke with. Now I do, now for last night, will be Wednesday, now CBN call virtual meeting with all the organ we get bank and all the big people for bank, can say, make them release the old cash, both the ones when they get, the ones where CBN don't keep when they never destroy, they don't remove them. Like today, they don't say from ATM, you feel get up to 40,000.
You experience them personally?
Well, I never experience and from tomorrow. Because now today the circular come out. Though they hold a meeting yesterday, by today, most of the banks supposed don't get money from CBN. And their own money where they be keep where they no feel released because CBN will never give that directive. They go down release that. Me, I don't plan say tomorrow by 7:30 I go there for bank.
In the morning, I'll be in the evening.
No, in the morning now, in morning. So issue this automatic. Don't reason and say, see, this while I feel turn to something else. It is better for us to be responsible to Nigerians. So so from tomorrow. If we get the opportunity, we'll still come back here, talk about our experience. If we know if we go call him to say, okay, now waiting our experience. Like I don't tell you, by 7:30 I go there for bank.
7:30. But you go wonder whether things don't get to the point where we need to hear of NLC, say that they call for strike. Because if you reason the time when Supreme Court first talk, say, make the old money they were carry reach till December 31st of this year. Till I think maybe 2 or 3 days later, thereabouts, not up to a week, CBN come give instruction to banks, say, oh yeah, they release the money. So you go wonder why, since that time when they give that instruction, make banks they disburse and maybe they collect, till now, why it can't be saying that NLC they threaten, they give 7-day ultimatum before it can't be like say they do bring me. Abi may not be like say with the reason and saying that by NLC. Abi you think say again 1 or 2 ways CBN they need to put in place before they give this instruction that yesterday again. So yeah, they give the money, they go.
So if you follow the timeline where CBN give Supreme Court give their judgment, make Central Bank implement their own decision. And when CBN can react, you go know say CBN be no want. You remember saying on the day when the president can come out, can talk say he no get hand for that matter, saying he wonder why the Attorney General and CBN never carry out the implementation of the Supreme Court judgment. You will not say why you're the inside. You understand? And I believe, say, NLC been the wait to give opportunity to CBN to redeem itself. And because CBN don't want to act in the interest of Nigerians. Because first of all, this so-called cashless policy not be in the interest of Nigerians.
So-called. Now, cashless policy, that you like or not the so-called now.
Cashless policy no mean say people no go get money. Cashless policy no mean say you no go get access to your money. Cashless policy be say the opportunities for you to transfer money to people through electronic means, they are available and it's easy. Then you feel get limited access to certain amount, not the kind of what we see. Where we say you go bank, you don't go see money. You go come POS, you don't go see money. You go ATM, you don't go see money. You go try to transfer money go fail. As I talk to you, I transfer certain amount of money for person. Today, now be the 9th day. The person no get the money, I no get my money. I don't go bank. Bank say make I wait for 1 week. Because I wait after like 4 days, now I go bank. You understand? So I go come wait for 1 week before I go come get my money. The person who I send money when supposed to carry do something, the person never do it. Me, I dey lose because the person never get that money. That will not be cashless policy.
Okay, all right. Well, as we don't reason the matter now, Oga Emmanuel even self agree say make we give them till tomorrow. And that tomorrow now we'll come enter inside the streets, come do experiments, go ATM, go bank, go different places. POS operators we believe. Because if you can't be like say even the POS operators will be God that time where they get money, they're not even they get the money
they
no
get
at the beginning again. So make we see as things be. Somebody say CBN don't promise us and they don't get meeting, say the money go there available from today, being Thursday. I beg Nigerians don't tire of promise, make the money day available. That the message where they send us with that good evening, Koko and hair. Can they ask whether waiting boss Mustafa do say he not do well, say why they go suspend them from inside APC. Well, questions today we need answers. I believe say those answers go they come out. Another person send us message say I beg I want know waiting cause don't talk about presidential election. Prince Abel Hejrika, this question where you ask now, court never talk anything. They never even really started. I mean, they don't start the process.
No, they never start the process. Now, they just file the matter now. We be that. So,
day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday. So, by next week, we will know see the matter will start proper.
So, okay, but you don't hear them back. As the story they come, we're going to bring the update they give you. But while we're there on that, we could show you enter inside our Koko of the day. Again, I still day on the conduct of the elections we will just hold from inside Nigeria. As a matter of fact, I think EU first give their own report some days ago. US too don't give their own report also as of today. And
to withdraw, there's no cash. If you go to POS, they will say there's no cash, there's no cash. All these things we are tired. Are we not in one Nigeria? That you please and do something about it. Many of us we are hungry. We are only one person. You do work with even with your own money. Can't even use it and eat. It's not fair. It's not fair. Let's try and do something, please. Let's try and do something, please.
All right.
Please, I'm begging.
Thank you, Ogaima.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I know say it's not that easy for Nigerians all over the place. But as we don't talk, with or without, make we just reason and say CBN don't first give instructions. Say they go, not be saying instructions, say now they even release the money, they don't release the old notes back to the deposit money banks to support the instruction where they give them some days ago, I'll be almost a week ago, say, oh yeah, they disburse this money. So make we see starting from tomorrow how the thing will be. But again, as you don't talk this issue, make we use the opportunity to take beg CBN and even the deposit money banks, all of them where they involve. I beg. This cashless, as Oga Emma don't talk, you know go cashless if the e-methods not a work. Somebody myself don't send a comment, say Victoria, and I send message. Say she won't ask if the money, whether they reverse the money, if they reverse and whether it go abi no go. Auntie Victoria, even me myself, I say we go bring one of all these bank people here, may the correct person answer this question. She said this money matter they affect many Nigerians, most especially market women. We agree and we know and we feel them. Me myself, I don't remember the last time I spent cash. But make we see as the matter they be. All right, we get one more caller. Okay, Oga okay. We go take Oga okay call and then we'll come back to you on this issue of the role of media. Oga okay, welcome, sir.
Welcome.
Good evening. You go put voice for up, make we hear you. You go put voice for up, make we hear you well.
Okay. Okay, they hear me?
Yes, we hear you now.
Okay.
Okay, kid. Okay, they talk, they come, they hear you.
Oh, okay. What thing I want to contribute is that Nigeria now is full of yama.
Waiting they bring that kind of talk now, okay? For inside national television.
What thing they bring the kind of talk, they say, see, as people don't suffer, many people were there inside the village. See how they suffer. As I'm talking to you, for my place, for my own village, my local government, they don't agree collect that old money now.
Till
because
now?
All those old women, they are afraid. They are afraid that if you collect the money, nobody will collect the money from you. So that is, they're supposed to create awareness. They're supposed to make people understand that they use the money. Go for all these rural areas. Make sure that they make people to understand that now they are using the money. There is no way that you will convince them. It is only government. Maybe that we go to church, go to mosque, and make people to understand that they use the money. Many people is afraid. Even in Benue here that I'm living, many people refuse to collect the money. So what I'm asking, they should do more. Not only that this NLC want to do something, let them do something about the fuel issue also. Or even the fuel issue. Look at how we are suffering, and we are the people producing fuel, selling it to other countries, and we are suffering for it. I don't know where NLC is. I don't know where they're for how many months now. I don't know where they're. Until Nigeria dies before then we wake up. They are the work of pharmacy. So they're supposed to wake up since. Not only that, all this insecurity, bad thing where they happen for this our country. Now NLC is supposed to wake up. We will be masses, we follow them.
NLC don't wake up.
I don't contribute my own, no, because I know say Nigeria don't be as it be. With this election way than they do.
It go better, okay. It go better. Election matter never end. If you remember, we talk say the ones where they go courts don't arrange their case put, and things go better. But make I just allow you a few minutes to respond to okay before we move on.
No, okay. We don't feel lose hope, because if we don't lose hope, this country for don't finish pata. So I want back say make people take them easy, make we continue to confess positively, even when we complain, say things bad, make we express the hope, say things go better, And I agree with on the aspect where he talks say for villages. People never they collect this whole note. My personal experience for up north recently, we say some of the people there talk say until they hear the President Buhari talk for TV, say maybe we begin collect the money, they no go collect because say now been talk say no only old 200 Naira note now the circulation. You understand? Now so much influence we get. So I agree, say we need to do more. We need to go to mosque. We need to go to religious centers. We need to go to church, Make we, even market, go tell people, say, look, this old 500 Naira, this old 1,000 Naira, plus the 200 Naira, all of them, still be legal tender. And they feel use them, they feel collect them, they feel transact with them. Because you get people who believe, say, until the president talk, when anybody talk, they no go listen to them. So I agree with them completely. Say, you get need for us to do more in terms of creating awareness and doing advocacy so that people go buy into the matter where they on ground say, 1,000, 500, 200, all now still legal tender them be.
And it will surprise you, say, why would they talk about rural areas and villages? Even for town, that orientation need to go round everywhere because it gets some people where you say there's a bit this matter about fear. And the way government don't do one or two things in times past, and of course, the fact that people they hold our presidential word past anything, go make them one just hold on to where they're there for now, make them not go good. All right, work still go on in that area. I would like to encourage you now, as Oga Emmanuel don't talk, say things go soon better for now. Again, make we just see as things be from now till next week. I believe say it go better finally. I mean, it don't even be better now. All right, we need to take small break, go sell small market, and when we come back, Koko of the matter, it will continue.
So, here, if you are talking about such sentiments, even, not we desire to be given the Senate presidency because we gave the president the highest votes. And we want our president to go for second term after this election, after this one. We want him to go for second term because we saw what he did in Lagos, transformed Lagos to become an economic El Dorado. So we wanted to replicate that here in Nigeria, replicate that for the entire country. And he was able to do that when he served 2 terms. So we want to give him more votes, more than what we gave him, in the just concluded election in 2027. So you need to reward, performance. You need to reward performance. So that sentiment wouldn't fly. Bringing religious sentiment to it wouldn't fly. The legislature is an arm of government that needs to work very hard to check the executive. So when you bring this kind of sentiment into the activities of the legislature, you are not doing well.
But welcome back to whether informed, obedient, adult social of the day.
Speech. The people will get right to ask a question about the performance. And because social media don't they grow in terms of influence other Nigerians to go out. They ask people, say, if you don't know your polling unit, just send text message with your name, your surname, and one or two other information to some numbers that they provide. They go use them, identify your polling unit. They go, where you're supposed to vote. And that will help people maybe say on election day, people will utilize them. Instead where you go point A, go and you before be there, then you can't go point C. Most people, because of that, can't know where their polling unit is, and it can't be easy for them to just go there and through now there their polling unit day. So I believe that social media play a lot of influence. Just be only talk, remain for Facebook, remain for Twitter, remain for Instagram. No, they use them, people use them, make friends, from that friendship, they come from groups, from groups, they enter street, from street, and so they mobilize people on election day, especially for presidential election. And so they just can't use them, can't enter. And even if you look the other parties, they too don't they invest so much on social media. That means that social media don't come to stay. Social media gets its influence. So anybody who want to run election must take social media seriously.
Some talk they come out from one or two things where they happen for inside social media. Say while they use them to run things like awareness and all of that, they also use them because you talk about say that they invest in social media.
Yes.
You get any concerns about the kind of investments where they go inside social media? Because we hear things like parody accounts, fake accounts, where they, in some cases, very few, not as many, they spread fake news. We don't really see, we also don't also see one or two cases where people, they express themselves on social media in terms of constructive criticism, where it will still land them inside trouble, where you, of course, even give example of. And then also the case of people where we even know, say, that will not be criticism, not just violence, now they put for inside social media. And talk, they say, whilst they invest in some of the good, they invest in some of the bad as well for social media. So going forward, in terms of how we go fit transform, especially the youth where they on a more, how we go fit translate this platform where they get into something we're going to do only good. Waiting will go with the recommendations where you go bring in that area. He play good role, yes, but he play bad role too. Make I hear from you. You agree say he play bad role?
Yeah, so okay. Thank you very much for this question you ask. I don't express my concern about how some people they use social media. They use them in a very negative way. They use them, they harass people, intimidate people, threaten people. And I be one advocate where be say, I tell people, say, look, they're very careful what you post for social media, because even when you delete them, they delete. The back end, nobody you get access to them. You get people who get access to this technology where they go bring back all that way you say you be don't delete. Your future, they determined by one single post where you put for social media. And say for Nigeria here, we get one law, the Cybercrime Prohibition and Prevention Act 2015, where former President Goodluck Jonathan signed just before he leave office. That law now about social media and about internet. So any crime where you commit, if you dare like now, so you dey troll me, that you dey follow me up and down.
They find your
if
trouble.
They find my trouble.
Here.
If I post something, you will come there, you will gaslight me, you will abuse me, you will say things where no be true.
Because you believe, say, they're not fit see you.
They're not fit see you. But we know, say, every post you make, from any phone where you do, from any laptop, you dey leave footprint, digital footprint. So people will get access to locate those digital footprints, then they everywhere. Tools they, where even if you be layman, if you access those tools where they online, you can locate somebody's digital footprint, know from where the person post them. You go feel locate who they responsible. So that Cybercrime Act no make excuses for you, even if no be you originate the post. Maybe you originate one post when no be true, when I misinformation, you send them out. Me, I say I'm on WhatsApp, I forward them. The man when if na me forward them and person when I forward them believe say I don't offend them, I don't use that post to put them in bad light, decide to arrest me, I don't get any defense. Because forwarded as received, copied, no be excuse for that Cybercrime Act. At all, so me. That act, they go just use them, catch you. Either you go for 5 years or you pay a fine of 3 million or fine of 1 million, depending on which aspect. No excuses. I believe say the good, the bad, and the ugly, the social media. But as young people, you feel use them mobilize people for your community. You feel use them take
positive mobilization.
Of course, you feel use them galvanize people to pursue one cause. Say this person, now be the person where we want. This person do this, and the person feel represent us. So people must be very careful how they use it. The job where you won't get tomorrow, if they determine your social media post, if you make you not get that job, because you don't know the people where they the board where you send application to. Maybe now one person where you don't offend, where they that board, you can't appear. That person can't remember. Say this name, I know this name. They can't check. How you do this post? You get people where they go deny visa because of their social media post. You understand? You get people where no go get admission because of their social media posts. So all of us need to take them easy. No matter how you vex rich, state only the facts.
Okay.
No attack people personally. No set one group against another group. Igbo against Hausa, Hausa against Yoruba, Yoruba against ethnic minorities and all of that. They necessary.
So, all right. We need to reason that Cybercrime Act again from the point of waiting it cover, because we know a lot of things where we see for inside social media where they expect say why they follow
to just
so guy way hold them for inside and you we don't do this thing.
Don't give our brand immediately. People destroy. Nobody go agree pay. All our colleagues. So the safety of journalists, no even make government reopen those cases. Get what agree. Even is important. Big stick. They're not going to even give you